How green are you? 1. What do you do when you finish using your computer for the day?
A. I leave the computer on so that I don't have to wait for it to boot up the next morning.
B. I put the computer in sleep mode.
C. I turn the computer off so it doesn't waste any energy at all.
2. When you go shopping, what kind of bag do you use for your groceries?
A. I put all my groceries into double plastic bags.
B. I put them into brown paper bags.
C. I wouldn't consider using anything but the reusable canvas bags that I bring with me.
3. What kind of fruits and vegetables do you prefer eating?
A. I prefer eating fruits and vegetables that look perfect. I don't mind if pesticides were used to grow them.
B. I prefer to eat organic fruits and vegetables when possible.
C. I prefer to eat organic fruits and vegetables that I've grown myself.
4. What is the source of your drinking water throughout the day?
A. I buy individual bottles of water and drink them throughout the day.
B. I buy one bottle of water and refill the bottle throughout the day.
C. I fill a glass with water from a large reusable bottle throughout the day.
5. Do you recycle your garbage?
A. Recycling takes too much effort. I just throw all my garbage in the trash can.
B. Sometimes I forget to recycle items, but I intend to get better about it.
C. I put all of my plastic, paper, glass, and metal garbage in recycling bins.
6. What would be your most important consideration when buying a car?
A. I'd be most concerned with having a big, cool-looking car.
B. I'd be most concerned with fuel efficiency.
C. Cars are bad for the environment. I just use public transportation or my feet.
7. How do you set your air conditioner on a hot day?
A. I hate being hot. I turn the air conditioner up until the house almost feels cold.
B. I set the air conditioner at a comfortable temperature during the day and turn it down at night.
C. I set the air conditioner fairly low and dress in light clothing to keep cool.
8. Do you try to conserve water?
A. I never think about water. I love taking long, hot showers.
B. I try to be aware of my water consumption. I take quick showers and turn off the tap while I'm brushing my teeth.
C. I try hard to conserve water. I collect rainwater in a tank and use it for watering my garden.
Scoring. Give yourself 1 point for each A answer. Give yourself 2 points for each B answer. Give yourself 3 points for each C answer. 8 points. You are a very light shade of green. Try to learn more ways of being environmentally responsible. 9 to 16 points. You are medium green. You make a real effort to care for the environment. Challenge yourself to become even greener. 17 to 24 points. You are the deepest green. Your actions make a big difference. Congratulations, and keep up the good work. That was a great garden barbecue. But there are soda cans everywhere. I'll help you clean up. Where do you keep your recycling bins?
Nowhere. We don't recycle.
You don't recycle? Why not?
I don't know. It's just always seemed like it would be a hassle.
Don't you think it would be a good idea to make the effort?
I guess. I do feel kind of guilty about it. But then again, does it really make that much of a difference?
Are you kidding? Recycling reduces energy consumption, lessens air and water pollution, and saves landfill space. It's a no-brainer.
I just don't have the patience. It seems like a lot of extra work. It's so much easier to just chuck everything in the garbage than to sort it by material for recycling.
That's a lame excuse. Recycling is a piece of cake. It becomes automatic before you know it.
I suppose you're right. Okay, I'll start to recycle.
Great! Hey, why are you throwing that can in the garbage?
Whoops! Old habits are hard to break.
Did you know that it takes 1 million years for a glass bottle to decompose? This is not surprising when you consider that glass is made mostly from silica, which is basically sand. Think of how long the average beach lasts. Yet tons of glass bottles and jars are simply thrown away each year. This is completely unnecessary, as glass is 100% recyclable. The process of recycling glass is quite simple. After recycle bins of glass are collected, they are taken to a recycling facility, where the glass is separated by color. The glass is then cleaned and crushed. The crushed glass is called cullet. The cullet is shipped to a manufacturer who melts it at temperatures of about 2,700 degrees Fahrenheit or 1,500 degrees Celsius to form liquid glass. This liquid is then poured into molds in the shape of glass containers. This simple process conserves both energy and natural resources and produces far less pollutants than manufacturing glass from all new materials. Consider these statistics. Manufacturing glass from recycled materials saves 68% of the energy and half of the water normally required in the manufacturing process. Glass produced from recycled materials reduces related air pollution by 20% and water pollution by 50%. Recycling one glass bottle saves enough energy to light a 100-watt bulb for 4 hours. So the next time you consider throwing a bottle of soda in the trash, think again. The glass containing your soda today could be the glass containing your salad dressing next month. If we want to live on a healthier planet, we need to recycle the materials we consume.
One. It takes 1 million years for a glass bottle to decompose. 2. The process of recycling glass is quite simple. 3. This simple process conserves both energy and natural resources. 4. Recycling one glass bottle saves enough energy to light a 100-watt bulb for 4 hours.
Living off the grid. Imagine heating your home without relying on the local power plant. Wouldn't it feel good to meet your need for electricity without harming the environment? For a growing number of people, these ideas have become reality. Out of concern for the environment and a desire for self-reliance, these people have made the bold decision to live off the grid. What exactly is the grid? The grid, short for the power grid, is the linked system that supplies electricity to most homes and buildings in developed nations. Homes that are off the grid are not hooked up to the local power supply. Instead, they produce all of the energy they consume. As a result, people living off the grid avoid the environmental and financial costs that come with on-grid living. The key to getting off the grid is replacing electricity supplied by a power plant with a renewable energy source, like wind or solar power. Buildings that use solar power have solar panels on the roof or near the building. When the sun's light hits the panels collect the energy. Wind power is collected by turbines, also known as windmills. When the wind blows, the blades move, producing energy which is turned into electricity by a generator. Some people go even further off the grid. In addition to setting up a renewable energy source, they also have an independent source of water. They dig wells to access groundwater or use a cistern, a type of tank, to collect rainwater. Those most committed to living off the grid may even lack garbage service. These people generally live a life that creates very little waste, growing their own organic fruits and vegetables and raising chickens and goats for eggs and milk. By avoiding the consumption of packaged foods, they greatly reduce paper and plastic waste. As challenging as it may be to live off the grid, most off-gridders feel that the benefits far outweigh the difficulties. Jorge and Ella Alvarez, off-gridders in northern Arizona, say, "We love being off-grid. It's definitely hard work, but it puts everything in life into perspective. It's surprising to find just how much you can do without." Many people think we have a harsh and depressing lifestyle. Nothing could be further from the truth. We see living off the grid as a gift that has allowed us to be more in touch with nature and each other. This view is shared by Wendy Johnston, a mother of 3 living off the grid with her family in Ontario, Canada. Wendy recalls, "In the house I grew up in, we would leave lights on all day, the thermostat up at night, and water running without a second thought. I wanted my children to be raised with more respect for the environment and an awareness of the impact that they have on it. My children don't take energy for granted. I love the fact that they are learning how to take care of the earth while at the same time learning to be self-sufficient." Wendy admits that living off the grid has its difficulties. For example, the Johnstons' power usually goes down a few times a year. However, Wendy reflects, "The funny thing is that these often turn out to be some of our best times as a family. The power outages have an unexpected way of bringing us closer together. We read books and play games by candlelight, or we get together and tell stories." Living off the grid entails sacrifices and is certainly not for everyone. But for the thousands of people who have made this bold choice, life off the grid is filled with rewards that can't be matched by the conveniences and luxuries of life on the grid.
Going green. I realized how sensible going green was when I started noticing the amount of waste accumulated from all the packaging. We're a family of 3 and we manage to accumulate a bag full of recyclable waste every day. We are careful to use a special disposal unit for recyclable materials, but we are not sure it is always effective. Is it actually recycled? We decided to search for options. We found out that there were many stores near the central market that sold goods by weight out of large canisters or burlap bags. Rice, beans, flour, sugar, oil, butter, cheese, and a lot more are available off the counter free of packaging. When we compared prices, we decided to never look back. A lot of time, money, and resources are invested in packaging as a way of making the product more attractive for consumers. Glossy wrappers, beautifully designed boxes, vacuum-wrapped coffee, plastic containers, colorful lids, and a lot more have a magnetic effect on buyers. We, on the other hand, have to label and fill our own containers before we can put away our shopping. But we make better use of cupboard space, spend a lot less, and protect the environment. You should try it.